You probably think you'd stop breathing instantly, that the moment oxygen vanished, humanity would simply collapse. But that's not the first thing that would happen, not even close. Because oxygen isn't just something inside your lungs. It's in the sky above you. It's in the water around you. It's inside the chemistry of the world itself. Right now, as you're watching this, oxygen silently holds civilization together. And if it suddenly disappeared for just 30 seconds, within moments, engines begin dying, planes lose power, cities begin shutting down, millions look up in confusion. And then people realize something terrifying. Oxygen wasn't just keeping humans alive. It was keeping reality stable. Imagine standing in the middle of a crowded city, morning traffic, people walking, coffee shops opening, a normal day. Then, without warning, oxygen disappears. Not forever, just 30 seconds. What happens next changes Earth forever. Before we destroy the world, we need to understand something. Oxygen makes up around 21% of Earth's atmosphere. Only 21. Not 50, not 80, just 21. That sounds small, but civilization depends on that tiny number. Most people think oxygen only matters because humans breathe it. But oxygen has far more jobs than that. Every second, your body uses oxygen to convert food into usable energy. Without it, your cells don't simply become tired. They begin entering crisis. And oxygen isn't only inside people. Fire needs it. Machines depend on environments built around it. Atmospheric chemistry depends on it. Life depends on it. Even water carries oxygen. H2O. 2 hydrogen atoms, 1 oxygen atom. The thing covering most of our planet contains oxygen at its core. Now imagine removing every oxygen atom, not reducing it, not lowering it, removing it, instantly. Earth wouldn't slowly adapt. There would be no countdown, no warning, no emergency alert. The planet would experience a shock unlike anything in human history, because our world evolved around oxygen. Every machine, every organism, every ecosystem. And the scariest part? For the first few seconds, people wouldn't even understand what happened. They'd only notice that something feels wrong, very wrong. And then the chain reaction begins. Silence. Across Earth, internal combustion engines begin dying. Cars suddenly lose power, motorcycles stop, trucks roll helplessly. Millions of drivers think their vehicles failed, but this isn't mechanical failure. Combustion itself is disappearing. Gasoline engines require oxygen. Without oxygen, there is no fire, no ignition, no power. Traffic begins freezing everywhere. Factories begin shutting down. Furnaces die. Industrial systems fail. Power systems, depending on combustion, suddenly collapse. Around the world, fires begin disappearing. Candles, stoves, forest fires, industrial flames, gone. One moment they're burning, the next moment, nothing. Imagine watching a giant flame simply vanish. No smoke, no explosion, just darkness. Panic starts spreading. Pilots begin reporting failures. Thousands of aircraft are still in the sky. Jet engines require oxygen for combustion. Without oxygen, engines lose function. Cockpits fill with confusion, warning alarms, emergency procedures, voices overlapping. Passengers look out windows. No one understands why. Some planes begin gliding. Others start losing controlled flight. Thousands of lives suddenly balance on physics. People notice breathing feels strange, not impossible, just wrong, because oxygen already inside your blood continues moving through your body. For a moment, a tiny reserve, like the final battery percentage on a dying phone. But the countdown has already started. Confusion becomes fear. People stop, look around, look upward. Birds begin behaving strangely. Animals panic before humans do, because nature senses change faster than civilization. Dogs bark, bird formations break, everything feels off. Across hospitals, monitors begin screaming. Patients on oxygen support systems suddenly face disaster. Doctors rush, nurses panic, but there is no solution. You can't replace something that no longer exists. Human bodies enter stress. Your brain consumes enormous energy, and oxygen is essential. Without continuous supply, cells start becoming desperate. Cities begin transforming, traffic accidents, power failures, emergency broadcasts. People start asking the same question: what's happening? No one knows. The world feels quieter, too quiet. Machines stopping, systems failing, engines dead. Civilization suddenly sounds empty. Humanity realizes this isn't local. This isn't a city problem. This isn't a country problem. It's everywhere. The entire planet is changing, and we're only 10 seconds in. Human cells continue oxygen starvation. Your body starts conserving energy. Systems prioritize survival. The brain notices. People feel dizziness, confusion, panic. Not everyone collapses instantly, but everyone understands something is deeply wrong. Airlines worldwide declare emergencies. Pilots fight for control. Cities below continue falling into chaos. Some people pray, some record videos, some simply stare at the sky. Around coastlines, scientists would be confronting a terrifying realization. Oxygen isn't just floating in air. It's part of chemistry itself. Water contains oxygen. If oxygen vanished completely, Earth itself could begin facing unimaginable molecular consequences. The oceans, the atmosphere, the balance of nature. Everything starts entering unknown territory. Now fear becomes universal. There is no internet explanation, no government response, no expert interview, because no one prepared for this. How could they? Human civilization plans for war, for disasters, for disease, not for reality itself changing. Bodies continue running on leftovers. The oxygen already inside blood and lungs buys a little time. Not much, just enough. Across Earth, millions believe the end has arrived. And maybe they're right. The world slows. Not physically, emotionally. People stop running, stop shouting, stop understanding. Silence. And then it comes back. The return isn't peaceful, because the world isn't waiting calmly. For 30 seconds, Earth existed in impossible conditions. Now oxygen suddenly floods back, air returns, breathing returns. But something else returns too. Fire. Imagine every hot surface, every spark, every active reaction suddenly meeting oxygen again. Around the world, countless ignition points could violently react. Factories, damaged systems, broken electrical grids, aircraft debris. Civilization wakes up inside chaos. People breathe. Some collapse in relief, others look around in horror. Cities are damaged, systems broken, transportation crippled, emergency services overwhelmed. The first question everyone asks is simple: did we survive? But survival isn't the same as escaping consequences, because 30 seconds changed humanity forever. Scientists would spend decades studying what happened. Religions would rewrite meaning. Governments would rebuild systems. Children would grow up hearing stories about the 30 seconds Earth stopped making sense. And every person alive that day would remember one terrifying truth. The things keeping us alive are usually invisible. We don't see oxygen. We don't think about oxygen. Yet every breath, every flame, every heartbeat quietly depends on it. 30 seconds. Not a year, not a month, not even an hour, just 30 seconds. 30 seconds was enough to remind humanity what was holding the world together all along. What should disappear next?